report need to be produced. It's maybe combination of one system, two of you are working, but report system, everything individual need to be developed. For example, you want to come up with maybe a system where we have admin and the user. So one person handle admin, one person handle the user side. We combine this, it become one complete system. Individually, you will work on admin side, your team member will work on the user side. Each of you have your own system, each of you have your own documentation. There is no sharing caring here in your project, even though you work in a team. Okay, so individual final report need to be submitted. So this one, later you need to prepare some additional things for your submission, and this will be my time to enter the project 2 marks into the intranet. Okay, so this will be the entire project scheduling. Okay, so the next thing I want to show is the project 1 and also project 2 report. Okay, so now you have done with your proposal. Okay, so whatever you want to propose, you already proposed, then moderator has moderated, then it is approved proposal. So it means you can start with your chapter 1. Okay, so remember this semester you should work on 3 chapters: chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. So chapter 1, introduction. So introduction, some kind you are taking back what you mentioned in your proposal and you elaborate more detail. Okay, so that is your introduction. So that's why it is very simple to do, because you already prepared on your proposal. So you put back here and then add up more information. Okay, so introduction, then we have the objective. So now you need to identify what is the objective of your proposed system. So normally you can have 2 to 3 objectives is enough, because too many objectives you might not able to fulfill, then it will be a problem. So how we decide your system is a failure or not, if you're able to achieve your objective. Okay, then the background. So it means background of what is the issue, all this thing. And then the advantages and the contribution. Okay, so this is more to like the contribution competition just now. Then the project plan. Under the project plan, we have the project scope. So the entire big system, how you want to break it down. But it's not required to be very detailed like this, because this one very detailed, because you are still at the introduction stage. So you might not know what exact functionality yet. If you know, then you can prepare. If no, means you can just show the breakdown of the module. So this is actually the explanation of each of the module. And then this is the similar milestone which you take back from your proposal. Then the Gantt chart. So according to the table format schedule, then this will be your Gantt chart. Then what software development model you are going to use for your project. So let's assume if you are working in a team, then both of you will be using the same model. Okay, you don't need to talk much about the model yet, because we will talk in your chapter 3 later under the methodology. Then this will be individual scope. So this person, he did the project, one person individually, so he just put his own name. So if you work in a team, right, 2 of you, then you can show the table putting 2 people's name and then which person handle which module. Okay, then after that, the chapter summary and evaluation. Okay, suppose when you prepare your chapter 1, you need to have the reference, but this is a combined documentation, right? So the student already combined all the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 reference at the back. Okay, but when you are working individual chapter, you need to follow with the reference list. Later, when you are combining them as one documentation, then you can bring out the reference. If you want to leave it under each end of each chapter also can, no problem. Okay. Okay, that will be your chapter 1. So chapter 2 is the literature review. So literature review, normally my way is very simple. What you need to do is, what is your project background? And then you need to do study. One of your requirement gathering technique, you do system study, or you identify similar system to do the study. So this is one of the fact gathering technique here. So I will ask you to find at least like three similar existing system in the market. So like this student, he did the clinic management system or the healthcare management system, right? So he select other existing hospital related or medical related system. So he I will ask you to conduct the study for you to understand how the system is work. Okay, so you can include the user interfaces to show how the system functioning. So you need to select like three system. Okay, so this one is another system. So the same thing to do the study of the system. Then this one, another one, third one. So after you find out or you do the study individual three different system, then you need to come up with your summary table. Summary table here is to compare how is these three different systems are. So it means for you to know what is the current features, which one is having better features, better concept, better UI, the system is much more good or not good. So you do a comparison table for you to come up with your feasibility study. So now you know how this sample system work and which one is having good things, which one having some limitation. So from there you can have idea what you want to come up with. So it means what you want to include in your system, in your proposed title. So you need to conduct the feasibility study. So based on the type of feasibility study, like technical, economical, motivational, so you can choose what are the type of feasibility study you want to include. Then after that, the chapter summary and evaluation. Okay, so my literature review, straight to the point, to do study of existing system before you can come up with your own title. Okay, then chapter 3 is the methodology and the requirement. So methodology is where you will discuss more about your software development model, which you mentioned in your chapter 1. Okay, so you need to talk about each of the phases, how you are going to work on each of these phases using this methodology for your project. Okay, then after that, the fact gathering technique. So one of the fact gathering technique just now was your literature review. You do study on other system, right? So other than that, you can use questionnaire. Okay, you can use observation. If you want to do interview also can. So normally maybe three techniques should be okay. Okay, so questionnaire, normally you will prepare the questionnaire. You need to show me, we will review the questionnaire, how you prepare the questions. Is your questions are making sense? Is your questions using the proper words? So all this I need to review. I need to approve your questionnaire, then only you will distribute it out for you to gather the fact. Okay, so you will include the link here. Then this student did observation. So if you want to do interview, then you need to have your sample questions for your interview, open question or closed questions. Then literature review is what you have done in your chapter 2. Okay, then fact recording. So of course you are going to work on your use case diagram according to the fact you have gathered. Now you need to come up with your use case diagram. Okay, this is your SRE. So this will be the overall use case diagram for the system. Then this is the fact analysis. So from your questionnaire, right? So this will be your analysis of what you have gathered from your questionnaire. Actually, for the use case, it's not stopped here. I think this student didn't complete it. So suppose should be like functions and then the use case descriptions. All this need to be included. Okay, then this one is the project scope just now. So similar to the chapter one just now. So that's why I said if in your chapter one you just want to put the breakdown of the module itself is enough, because here you can put the detailed breakdown of the system. It means you already have idea of the functionality. Then what programming language you will use, your development environment, operation environment. Then you will come up with your functional requirement and then the non-functional requirement. Okay. Okay, yeah, this one, the use case diagram for individual module. Okay, so individual module and also the use case description for individual module. Sorry, I thought he didn't include. Okay, then done with your chapter 3. Okay, now you have the requirement ready. Now the requirement, you need to convert it into your design. Okay, so design, this is the system design. What is the design strategy? Then this all is under the design strategy. Then the architecture of the system. Then this is the 3-layered architecture. Then the detailed design, which has your class diagram, your activity diagram, and then ER diagram, data dictionary, what are the data you are going to use for your functionalities, individual module, based on module lah. Then your UI design. Okay, UI design is not your final design yet. This is still at the design stage, right? So you can just use like a simple drawing is enough. I mean, not hand drawing. I mean, simple drawing using any editor tool to show that, oh, this is how the UI will look alike. If later during the development, if there is any changes, it's okay, no problem. So you come back to your chapter 4 and you just modify your UI design before your chapter 2, before your project 2 submission later, so that what you mention in the design is tally with what you have produced. Okay, so don't worry about if there is any changes to come back and improve your project 1. There is no issue at all, unless it's a big changes. I will not allow that. Okay, so all this is the UI design. Okay, then your chapter summary and evaluation. Okay, so this is the combined chapter 1 until chapter 4 you submit as project 1. So once you're done with your project 1, start with your development. Okay, because your chapter 5, it means your project 2, chapter 5, let me go straight to the chapter 5 because it's a complete documentation. Okay, so chapter 5 is actually your implementation and testing. So you need to develop the system so that you can plan for your testing. Okay, so implementation and the testing. So what is the implementation of the system? And then whatever you use, any tools or any software you use. Then after that, you will be planning for your testing. So you need to produce your test plan. Okay, what you want to test, you need to put a planning first. So that planning is your test plan. So this one you will learn in your SQ80 course later. So what will be the scope you will cover? Then what will be the test approach you are using? Okay, then these are the completion criteria. So this one all we will discuss in your SQ80 courses. So don't worry about that. Data requirements, environment requirement, then you need to prepare your test cases. So test case will be test case for your complete system. It means based on your module, based on your function, you need to prepare your test cases. Okay, so test case, normally can you see this pass or fail? You need to test your system and then you fill up the pass and fail. So normally by the time you come back to the semester, you do testing with supervisor, your system preview with your supervisor before your final testing. You already prepare all this and then fill up the status, either it's a pass or fail. If it's pass, put pass. If it's fail, it's okay, you put fail. Unless if you have corrected it, corrected the defect and then able to pass, then you change the status. Got it? Okay, so all this is the test case. There is no limitation of test case number because it's follow your functionality and your positive and negative test cases. Positive, negative means to see the success of the functionality and also to see the error handling of the functionality. So all this is the test case. Test case can go like hundreds. Okay, still test case. Still test case. Okay. So this will be the end of the test case and then the chapter summary and the evaluation. Then your final chapter will be chapter 6. So if you are working on industry project, then you should have another one more additional chapter. Okay, so far this all is the normal supervisor title, so they directly have the chapter 6 for the conclusion part. So you you summarize your project 1, project 2, so what you have achieved, and if there is a contribution, any limitation and future enhancement to make, so you can mention it, and any issue and the solution, and the final conclusion of your project. So this will be the entire references to be used for your whole documentation. So this will be the combined report of your project 1 and 2. So 1 is chapter 1 until chapter 4 and 2 is chapter 5 and 6. Okay, so this will be your January next year submission of your combined project. So this one is the appendices for your questionnaire. Okay, so this is the whole journey of your project 1 and project 2, because I cannot be briefing you one by one. So I always start with the proposal, go to your project 1 and go to your project 2 for you to know the whole thing, what you are going to work on and what you need to do. Okay, clear? Clear, everyone? So normally, if you want to see any samples, okay, you want to whenever you want to have appointment with me, you want to see any sample, sure, let me know, because most of not most, all of my latest samples, they are in soft copies. Okay, and if you want to see any hard copy submission, it means like the old one, a bit old one before the lockdown. So hard copy, I will have it in the office. So it's up to you. I will not give you the copy. It's just for you to come over and check if you want to check. Okay. Any questions so far? Sorry, I take longer. Okay, so far this is the proposal submission. So once we have finalized your proposal, you can just create your folder, I mean with your name folder, and then you will upload your form 1, form 2 and form 3. Okay, so once the moderator has moderate, then I will upload back the moderated copy, the form 3, which the marks, and also the comments given by the moderator. Okay. Okay, so I think that's what I wanted to inform you guys or let you know how will be our project journey. Okay, so first of all, you need to confirm on the title, the project type, project category which you are interested of working. Then you can draft a proposal first, not a complete proposal, a draft. It means for me to know uh, what is it about, because sometimes when you say and then you come up with a proposal, it cannot be tally. So I prefer you directly put your idea into your proposal draft. Okay, and then you can show to me. We can go through it, if the title, if the problem, if the solution all is logically acceptable or not. Then after that you can improve your proposal by the time you are going to submit it. Okay, any questions so far? Everyone okay? Everyone okay? Clear with the simple explanation? Yeah. Any question? Everyone okay? Yeah? Because I don't want to hold you for long. It's Saturday, so don't let we waste the Saturday. Okay, so we need rest after the whole structuring weekdays. Okay, so any of you, if you want to talk about the title you already have in a mind, you want to say it here? Yes, we still have time. We have still 5 minutes more. About the industry project, do you want to talk about it here, or Chahan? I rather spend my time now than to waste my future. I'd like to discuss my topic versus the industry project. Okay, yeah, sure.
All right, so I'll open my microphone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, can. Mm.
All right, so I have this title that I thought of when during Miss Pavani gave the FYP briefing on Monday.
Mm.
So I think it's an entrepreneur project.
Okay.
The nature of it feels like it. So
Mm.
my plan is to create a mobile app with an
Okay.
online platform for students to find tutors to their subjects.
It means we are not going to be assigning anymore, but you are finding tutor by yourself.
No, it's a extracurricular tuition type
Oh,
of
okay,
thing.
okay, okay, got
For
it
those
now.
who feel like the normal lecture, tutorial, and practicals are not
Okay,
enough,
out of the schedule, correct?
yes, outside of the
Okay.
normal class
Oh,
schedule.
okay.
So the identified problem that I want to solve has two. So this is a solution to two problems at once.
Okay.
One is students that are struggling to cope with the academics, and one
Mm.
is students who do well in academics but are struggling financially and need some side hustles to make some money to support their living expenses.
Okay.
So I want to connect these two people together through this app and can allow one to receive tutoring and allow one to provide tutoring at a fee. And this app will take a little bit of commission out of that. So it will be based on a shared revenue model business business model.
Okay, tutoring among the students, is it?
Yes.
Ah,
Or
okay, okay.
alumni as well.
Okay,
Basically the
okay.
ones who share the same syllabus as the students. So it will be
Mm,
localized within a university because one of the problems I found is that when university students need to find external tuition, when they go
mm,
to online and try to search, most of the materials online are generic. Like when they want to learn
mm.
OOP, for
Yeah,
example,
correct.
we
Mm.
learn it in Java, but some other external tutors teach it in C++ or
Yes.
Python, which doesn't tally with our syllabus. So I want to solve this little problem with this app.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a good idea actually. And another important reason here, compared to a tutor like us, okay, compared to a tutor, discuss some things, and when the discussion or when the explanation given by another students or another alumni is actually kind of like much more friendly for students to understand.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Yes,
it
so
would
this can
connect
be
more.
actually really helpful and create better learning environment among students actually. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I love it. I love the application.
yes, that's my idea. So because
Mm,
I really thought this idea is great as well, but
mm,
I at the same time the industrial project kind of attracts me. So I want to ask,
mm.
which one should I decide to take? Because if I take one, I need to give up on the other one.
Yes, correct. So for the industrial project, right? Just now you saw the screen, right? So which one actually you are interested in?
Actually, I think I will lean more towards the ones that you mentioned with the facial recognition, the AI, and even the financial planning one.
Mm,
But I
mm,
can actually go and self learn a lot about the other stuff because I
mm.
believe that's how the corporate world works. Your client would be from various backgrounds that you're
Yes.
not familiar with, and you have to learn it anyway. So I'm open to any. I just need to do the pro and con weighting, see which one is better.
Yeah, yeah. So in this case, actually both of your title is more to mobile application, correct? Because
Yes.
yeah, no matter if you're selecting your own title or your, I mean, the industry project, both they are more to mobile application, so we are still sticking at the same platform here. It's just that your title is going to be the if you say this will be more to our faculty or our departmental related system, or we are going to do industry project, which is another person has fixed us the scope for us to follow and for us to produce what they want. So, what do you think? You want to go with
Actually,
your own idea? Miss, let me stay with my own idea. I can change my idea according to what I want, or I prefer to follow what they want me to do with the scope they given. Which one you prefer to work on?
I think I would prefer to do something more towards the entrepreneurial side. So I think it will be my idea. And actually, I think I've thought of an idea to scale my current topic
Okay.
beyond our university as well.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we can make a
So if you
okay.
say, if you, let's assume that you can use the problem statement in our university, in our faculty, for example, as your problem statement, but as a future improvement, you can use this for outside world.
Yes.
Mm. Because you need to really understand the problem statement, so you cannot put a problem statement as a generally what is happening in the world. No, you need to focus on one area where this problem is being faced. So you as a student, you can see it is surrounded you, so you can use the problem within our location first, then in your future enhancement you can offer it for the worldwide.
Okay, I see. I understand.
Okay, so I will still contact the project lead for the industry project, because I did not get any much information about the industry project also. So I can contact who is the project lead? I think Dr. Lim from Penang campus. If I can get any more details about the project, I will share it with you too, so that at least you can have some idea for the both side, and then you can see.
All right, sure. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So anyone else? Any other question or any other ideas which you want to share to get a confirmation from me?
Miss,
Or yes.
uh, are you free other after this time, or any other
Uh,
day?
we can continue with this. I mean, with this Google Meet. So whoever has no question, nothing, you guys are okay, I can let you go. So please have a great Saturday. So whenever you have the idea, you can always contact me. Come back to me, and I can confirm you about the title which we can work on. So if there is anyone, no, there is no issue, you have no idea yet, please take your time and then get back to me. So for those who has something to talk to me, I'm online here. You can talk to me now.
Okay,
Mm.
Miss, so basically I have my some ideas already. So
Okay.
let's say